Okay, hi everyone. I just wanted to make a quick video about a few things about this final experiment again that I find a little bit suspicious. Okay, I guess I'll start off with this.
So then I got invited. Never been to Antarctica before.
Notice he's kind of surprised how this kind of seems to have come out of nowhere for him. What does this mean?
Exactly, what does this mean? So, that's a good, okay, that's better. So what does this mean? So it's quite interesting, isn't it, that all these NASA connections seem to be popping up with Will Duffy and the final experiment. At least I've noticed some anyway, which I'll explain in a minute. So obviously Neil deGrasse Tyson is very connected to NASA, and all of a sudden he gets invited. Surprise, surprise. You see, the thing is, maybe Will Duffy doesn't exactly know who's behind all of this, or maybe he does, who knows. I guess that's something we'll find out. But I do believe there are some kind of NASA connections to this final experiment because of a number of reasons. So I'm going to just quickly show, where are we? I'm going to quickly just show what Jeran said here. Oh no, not
I don't think there's any chance, and I mean zero. Now, I might be the only one who thinks this. I think there's 0% chance they can fake the sun. Zero.
So Jeran's saying there's no way they can possibly fake the sun. And he's also said that depending on the result of the experiment, it will either prove or disprove the flat Earth model and the globe, which happens to be exactly the same as what Will Duffy says here. This is on Ironwork 92000's channel just recently.
The final experiment will falsify either the AE map or the globe. One of the two. One of the two will forever be gone when we're done.
He sounds extremely confident there. It will forever be gone. This is exactly what Jeran says. He says that this will definitively say if any flat Earth model is correct or if the globe is correct. They're both saying the same mantra, that this is the final experiment. This will definitively prove it. This will absolutely put it to rest forever. So that's suspicious in itself. And there was another interesting thing that happened recently, because I have another channel called Conscious Truth. Okay, which is where this comes from. So my channel, if anyone, most people probably don't know, because all the big flat earth channels, they never talk about my channel, which is also quite suspicious, because my channel used to get, look at this, I made this series of videos about the NASA fake images from Apollo. I was getting 23,000 views, 20,000 views, nearly 10,000 views, 10,000 views, 7,000 views, 8.5, 5,000, 35,000 views. Okay? You compare this to Jeran's channel now, his latest videos get about 5,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. Yeah, some of them are up there, 13,000. You know? My channel was actually getting much more views than even Jeranism, okay? Because my channel was arguably one of the most popular flat earth channels for a while. But as soon as NASA found out that I published this, first of all they fixed all the images in their JPL library. That was one of the first things they did. And then my channel just got completely shadow banned to the point where now I get 300 views. Struggle to get 1,000 views. I mean, I just gave up on it after a while. I gave up on it about 4 years ago. So here comes the interesting part. I recently published a video This is the first video that I published in over 4 years. And I got a comment here from Will Duffy. He said, I'm not aware of any flat Earth model that can account for a 24-hour sun. Because I was talking about my 4D flat Earth model. So I found this rather curious. This is his channel, The Final Experiment. This is his channel. Okay. So I was thinking, there's only two ways he would have found that video. Either because I did use the name Final Experiment in the title. Here, I put the Final Experiment. But like I said, my channel is completely shadow banned. So if you go to YouTube and you type in the Final Experiment, it won't come up. Look, it comes up with the Final Experiment, it comes up with these videos, it comes up with random stuff about some kind of game, it comes up with Jeran, of course, it comes up with all kinds of stuff, but you'll never find my videos. Anyway, so I'm thinking the only way Will Duffy would have known about my channel is either he was a subscriber to my channel, but he claims that he only first heard about the Flat Earth in late 2021. He started looking into it. So that was less than 3 years ago. My last video was 4 years ago. So it seems odd to me that he would have subscribed to my channel. And like I said, if he was just doing a generic search to see if anyone mentioned his Final Experiment, he would never have found my video. Like if you just type in Final Experiment, my video is not going to come up in any of the results. I mean, it comes up with this instead, you know. Stuff like this, you know. Stuff about computer games and TV shows and stuff. He wouldn't have found it just randomly. So I'm wondering, how did he find my channel? Kind of strange, because I know for a fact that NASA watches my channel. Because, how do I know that? Because after I made that famous video about their fake picture, Apollo picture, they left a comment. Someone left a comment saying, "Oh, NASA's fixed the picture." And, I mean, you can learn about this by watching these videos. I won't go into it now, but basically, to cut a long story short, I found a fake picture from NASA. I made a video. It got 35,000 views. And then someone left a comment saying, "You better go back to the NASA library and have a look," because they actually fixed the picture. They re-photoshopped it, so you can't see this. What I show in this video here. You can have a look at this one, NASA Fake Images Smoking Gun Part 3, where I explain it all. It shows here, oh dear, my internet's slowing down. You can see here all the fakery that they did with this picture, all the cropping and stuff, and this image does not look like this anymore. NASA fixed it. So that tells me that someone at NASA is definitely monitoring my channel. So could it be that Will Duffy, someone from NASA, told him to have a look at my channel, told him to leave a comment, gave him a list of channels to monitor, something like that? Possibly. It's also possible that someone at NASA told Neil deGrasse Tyson to show up. So anyway, that's one little anomaly. And then the other thing I wanted to address was the idea of this fake sun. So Jeranism is saying, you know, it can't possibly be
Sun. I don't think there's any chance, and I mean zero. Now, I might be the only one who thinks this. I think there's 0% chance they can fake the sun.
Okay, so there's 0% chance they can fake the sun. Okay, so we're talking about NASA, who Jeran regularly mentions, that gets like tens of millions of dollars every single day. Okay, obviously connected to the military, obviously have all the secret technology, the money, everything they need, right? So he's saying there's 0 chance this couldn't possibly fake the sun. Okay, I mean, that's a bold claim, really, because I actually don't think it would be that difficult. So, first of all, I'm going to show you this.
This is the Emerald MS-32. It puts out a whopping 200,000 lumens. The previous world record was this flashlight, also from Immolent, the MS-18, that put out 100,000 lumens. So they've doubled the amount of LEDs in here. So let's take this outside and see how bright it is. Then we'll see if we can make it even brighter by magnifying it. 3, 2, 1. Holy cow.
So bear in mind, this is one torch.
Wow.
Okay, so this is a 200,000 lumen torch. Yeah, the sun provides about 98,000 per square meter, okay? So this is 200,000, and that's not a square meter, okay? So this thing, believe it or not, is actually giving off more light per square centimeter than we actually perceive from the sun. I'm not saying it gives off more light than actually comes from the sun, but this is how much we perceive on the Earth, I guess. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that if you attached a torch like this to a large object, it would appear as bright as the sun. That's just a fact. Okay? Okay? This would appear as bright as the sun. It's 200,000 lumens. Okay? Just let that sink in. The sun provides 100,000. Lumens per square meter. Okay? So this is as bright as the sun. Alright, so now have a look at this.
And I'm going to prove it to you right now. Check this out. I don't know if you're going to believe your eyes. We're out here flying with the biggest baseball in the free world, or in the whole world for that matter. This is a 43-foot, this thing actually is a blimp. Can you see this thing? It's got a couple of, it's got engines on it.
Cool.
There are two people, the pilot and the passenger, up inside that thing. Can you see them inside there?
Yeah.
This is going to be in town for the duration during the Olympics, and let's face it, maybe even the victory parade.
He's waving.
Yeah, he's waving.
Back.
There it is. This is a 43-foot helium-filled balloon. They call it the Ball of Dreams, built by an outfit out of Toronto, Canada. And there it is. You'll see it over downtown Atlanta as we wait for the Braves to clinch it and bring it on home. That's it. Well, let's leave that picture up there, Brewster. Frame it up on the right-hand side. We'll put the current conditions out of Hartsfield Airport right up there on the screen, along with the world's biggest baseball. 71 degrees right now, 57%.
So there you go, the Ball of Dreams. The Ball of Dreams, made by this guy, Hokan Colting. So this is a giant, round, spherical blimp, okay, which, adverts. So the Ball of Dreams, if you were to cover it in LEDs like this,
Doubled the amount.
I think you'd have a pretty convincing sun. As long as it could fly very steady and straight, which I don't think the US military and NASA would have that much of a problem doing. You fly that thing nice and level and slow, far enough away that you can't really see what it is, maybe a little bit of fog. I think you've got a pretty convincing fake sun right there. So there you go. I think I covered everything. Yeah, that just about wraps it up. So there you go. Is there a NASA connection? It looks like it. I'm still quite confused how Will Duffy managed to find my latest Conscious Truth video, unless he's a subscriber or someone told him to watch it, because no one else saw it. I mean, this is the hilarious thing, right? How many other people watched that video? 96 people? That's how shadow banned my channel is. I've had 97 views. I have 1.8 thousand subscribers, 97 views, but just one of them just happened to be Will Duffy. So he's closely monitoring my channel, which is suspiciously something that someone connected to NASA would do. So I do believe that Will Duffy is somehow connected to NASA, which is also shown by the fact that Neil deGrasse Tyson is coming now. And he never mentions this either. Funnily enough, Will Duffy actually mentioned, he said, oh, I saw a video with a picture of Earth. I've noticed how a lot of these flat Earth people, they always mention the picture that NASA did where there's duplicated clouds, okay? That's probably the least suspicious picture, because duplicated clouds, that just shows that obviously it was a composite image which they used from space weather data, right? And they always bring that up. Oh, I saw this picture from NASA. Oh, it must be fake because it had duplicated clouds. What about this one, guys? What about this one where you can see a cropping line? You can see layering of clouds over this black line, which is a fake shadow line. This is like the smoking gun image. No one ever talks about it. No one ever talks about it. So there you go. Anyway, enjoy. See you next time.